On the heels of oil titan Exxon Mobil's erection of billboards countrywide disclosing information on Guyana's 52% share from the Stabroek Block Oil deal, the APNU AFC camp urged the oil company to stop misleading Guyanese as Guyana isn't getting 52% of the revenue as outlined in the 2016 production sharing agreement.
This total paper here, this border, this amount of money here, is cost oil plus profit oil. So the 52% that they talk about, you have to first take away cost oil. From this, there is where the 50% profit comes. The 50% profit comes. And from the other half, you take a little 2% from it. You take a little 2% from it. So this is what Guyana is getting. This is what they mean by 52%, as opposed to the total revenue, which goes elsewhere.
APNU AFC member Ganesh Mahipaul presenting the facts on what Guyana is actually getting from the Stabroek Block deal. Mahipaul, during the party's weekly Office of the Opposition Leaders press conference, pinpointed that 75% is subtracted from the total oil revenue earmarked for Guyana's development, leaving the remaining 25% share between the government and Exxon Mobil. Mahipaul maintains the notion that the Guyanese are continuously being shortchanged by Exxon, while the PPPC regime, who are allegedly the enablers, are misusing the 25% for self-enrichment. The APNU AFC member opined that the 50% profit and the 2% royalty is just a small portion of the entire revenue.
It is 50% of the profit and the 2% royalty. So it is just a portion or a small piece, a fraction of the entire total revenue that comes from our oil.
Meanwhile, former Environmental Protection Agency head Dr. Vincent Adams, adding his voice to the issue, told this newscast that Guyana is merely benefiting from a 14.5% or 14.5% share after Exxon uses 75% to cover its expenses.
But Exxon is going to take advantage of people that they see that are timid and do not want to approach. And we are allowing them to do things that are illegal.
The former EPA director argued that the oil company is misleading the population by failing to point out the facts that they are first collecting 75%, then sharing the remaining 25% with Guyana. Exxon claimed that Guyana is getting 52% of the profits from oil and gas activities in the Stabroek Block, where approximately 360,000 barrels of oil is being pumped per day. This, according to Adams, is misleading.
We object to being treated as in the olden days of colonization when we were conquered, our wealth was taken away from us, and we had to shut up and be quiet and be happy with the pittances we get to barely survive. We wish to advise Exxon that the Guyanese people are not as stupid as they may think, and we can see through these farcical displays.
Adams, an AFC member, noted that his party will not allow Exxon to take advantage of Guyana's resources. Antonio Day reporting for the AGP Nightly News.